when the New York Times ended up releasing their list of their ballots for the greatest films of the 21st century, I posted mine. One film on that list that I don't really have a lot of mixed feelings with, but I still feel I like talking about because it's one of those films that only recently became such a cultural phenomenon. And that film is Wong Kar-wai's In the Mood for Love from the year 2000. Only the last few years has In the Mood for Love become such a massive staple in film, like in film studies, and when you look at the greatest films ever made, like even Sight and Sound, In the Mood for Love cracked the top 10. The BBC, it's high up there. But when you look at a whole bunch of things, like pretty much before 2010, except for Best of the Year, yeah, it was almost nowhere to be found on things that's like Best of the Decade, Best of All Time, Personal Favorites. So I only found out about In the Mood for Love because of all these lists that kept containing In the Mood for Love, In the Mood for Love, In the Mood for Love, being right near the very top of it. So, of course, saw it, really enjoyed it, and I do have it on a DVD, Criterion DVDs, so that's pretty good. I do think that the movie is a wonderful film. I do think that it's probably Wong Kar-wai's best film. This one or Chungking Express, I'll talk about that one some other time, but still, In the Mood for Love, wonderful film. I really like it. But BFI calling it one of the top 10 films ever made, like that many, and like in this New York Times list, that many people loving this film, like to the point where it's one of their 10 favorite films ever, one of their 10 favorite films of the 21st century. Personally, for me, In the Mood for Love maybe would crack top 10 of 2000. Maybe. It's not that I don't like romance films. I do like romance films. Like if any film in any genre is very well made, well directed, well written, and well delivered as a whole, I'm gonna be into it. Of course I will. I'm not like some people that's like it has to be action, it has to be science fiction, it has to have lowbrow humor. No, I'm not like that at all. I love me a good romance film, but In the Mood for Love, to me, is just simply not one of those films that's at the same level as a Casablanca or a Dances with Wolves. Because so many people out there do feel so strongly about this film, don't attack me or anything, say that you're so stiff, you don't know what you're talking about, or any of that kind of stuff. It's just my personal opinion. And, because the movie is so popular and is so well loved right now by so many people, you've already won. So the movie does have a pretty good storyline to it. It takes place in the 1960s, Hong Kong, where Chow and Chan, they move into this apartment complex. They're neighbors, and they find out that their respected husband and wife are having an affair with one another. They do try to make things platonic, and they also try to act out the other spouse's behavior and interests. Yeah, the movie does have a pretty good storyline to it. It's very, very nice to look at, and Wong Kar-wai does a really good directing job and a great way of using the camera to his advantage. Like we never see the faces of the spouses that are having an affair with each other. We never see their faces. There's that clock with no numbers on it, and sometimes it just appears out of the blue. So this movie, it is a really good film to study in terms of its aesthetics and the filmmaking aspect of it. But with me was that they didn't really explode off the screen in such like wow sort of ways. And the filmmaking of this, although it was really good, it wasn't like a wow-wee sort of thing. But just because the movie to me wasn't, oh wow, this is one of the very best films I've ever seen, it doesn't mean that it is a bad film. That doesn't mean that I didn't like it. I'm just saying that this is a really, my own personal opinion, it's a really, really good film, but not quite a masterpiece. So I do feel like giving In the Mood for Love from 2000, 3.5 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.